Hello guys, Xiaomi 14 Pro with Snapdragon 8 Generation 3 SoC, hyperos launched, price, specifications. Xiaomi 14 series equipped with 32 megapixel selfie sensor. Xiaomi 14 and Xiaomi 14 Pro were unveiled at the company's launch event in China on Thursday. The new pair of the smartphone come with Qualcomm latest Snapdragon 8 Generation 3 SoC and run on Xiaomi HyperOS, a replacement for the company's MIUI interface. The Xiaomi 14 series smartphone feature LTPO OLED display with up to 2K resolution and 120Hz dynamic refresh rate. They flaunt a Leica-tuned triple rear camera setup. Both phones feature up to 16 GB of RAM and up to 1 TB of storage. Both Xiaomi 14 and Xiaomi 14 Pro have an IP68 rating for water and dust resistance. Xiaomi 14 Pro, Xiaomi 14 price. Xiaomi 14 price starts at CNY 4999 for the 12 GB plus 256 GB RAM and the storage model. The price goes up to CNY 5499 for the 16 GB plus 512 GB variant. CNY 5999 for the 16 GB plus 1 TB storage configuration and CNY 6499 for the 16 GB plus 1 TB model. On the other hand, Xiaomi 14 is priced at only 3999 for the 8 GB plus 256 GB RAM and storage variant, CNY 4999 for the 12 GB plus 256 GB variant. It cost CNY 4599 for the 16 GB plus 512 GB model and CNY 4999 for the 16 GB plus 1 TB configuration. Both smartphones are available in classic black, rock blue, and snow mountain pink and white color option and are currently available for pre-order. Details regarding the launch of the Xiaomi 14 series in India are yet to be announced by the company. To recall, Xiaomi 14 Pro was launched in India with a price tag of 79,999 rupiah for the sold 12 GB plus 256 GB RAM and the storage configuration. Xiaomi 13 was launched globally in February to Euro 999, but it was never introduced in India. Xiaomi 14 Pro specifications. The dual SIM Xiaomi 14 Pro runs on company's new HyperOS interface and features 6.73-inch 2.5D LTPO display with a 2K resolution with up to 120Hz refresh rate. It runs on brand new 4nm Snapdragon 8 Generation 3 chipset announced just this week. The new series is first phone to feature Qualcomm new chipset, marking a significant upgrade from its predecessor, the Xiaomi 13, which used a Snapdragon 8 Generation 2 SoC. It features up to 16 GB of LPDDR5X RAM and up to 1 TB of UFS 4.0 onboard storage. For optics, Xiaomi 14 Pro has a Leica branded triple rear camera unit with a Simulix lens. The camera setup comprises 50 megapixel Hunter 900 sensor with optical image stabilization with f/1.6 aperture, 50 megapixel telephoto camera and 50 megapixel ultra wide angle shooter. For selfies and video reels, there is 32 megapixel front camera. Connectivity options on the Xiaomi 14 Pro include 5G, Wi-Fi 7, USB 3.2 port, Bluetooth, GPS, Galileo, GLONASS, Beidou, Navig and USB Type-C port. Sensors on board include accelerometer, ambient light sensor, e-compass, proximity sensor, linear motor, IR blaster, flicker sensor and color sensor. Besides, the phone comes with an in-display fingerprint sensor and support face unlock feature. It includes X-axis linear vibration motor for gaming as well. The handset also features stereo speakers with Dolby Atmos support. Both models in the new series are IP68 rated for dust and water resistance. The Xiaomi 14 Pro houses 4880 mAh battery with support for 120-watt charging support and 50-watt wireless charging support. The handset supports 10-watt wireless reverse charging. The handset measures 161.4 into 75.3 into 8.49 mm and weight 223 gram. Xiaomi 14 specifications. Xiaomi 14 has the same SIM and software specifications as the Xiaomi 14 Pro. However, vanilla model features 6.36-inch LTPO AMOLED display with 1.5K resolution, 460 ppi pixel density, and an adaptive refresh rate ranging from 1 Hz to 120 Hz. The screen is rated to deliver a peak brightness of 3000 nits and full DC dimming. It is also powered by Snapdragon 8 Generation 3 SoC coupled with up to 12 GB of LPDDR5 RAM and up to 1 TB of UFS 4 storage. 50 megapixel triple camera setup, 32 megapixel selfie camera and an IP68 rating are also available on the standard Xiaomi 14 model. Connectivity options are identical to the Xiaomi 14 Pro as the sensor. Zymo has equipped the regular Zymo 14 with a 4600 mAh battery with support for 90 watt wire charging support, 50 watt wireless charging support, and 10 watt wireless reverse charging. It measures 152.8 into 715.5 into 8.20 mm and 193 gram. So guys, तब तक के लिए गुड बाय, टाटा, बाय बाय.